budget resolution that's
one big beautiful bill as Speaker Johnson and President
One big beautiful bill.
Good morning, everybody.
You guys are in for a good show today. Wednesdays are usually my best show. And Buddy over here is in a good mood.
Decent mood. Don't
No.
oversell it.
No.
Oversell it.
You have been in a great mood. You went and did work for me last night, and you didn't even make me feel bad for it.
Well, the show hasn't started yet.
Josh.
Who's batting leadoff over here today? Good morning, Christy. Kevin.
Where are you laughing at?
Huh? You.
I wasn't listening to it.
No, turn it off. Turn it off. What?
Nothing.
You trying the technology?
I'm just probably the worst person for this job.
You do good.
It just seems bizarre that I'm here doing this work. I might as well have got that job as an engineer out of the base when I left.
I can shoot rockets into space and stuff.
I'm with you guys. It's going to be a good show.
It's going to be a good show. Oh. Hopefully y'all are more lively over here today. Cameras.
Yesterday, you guys
Y'all were
did not bring
disappointing.
your A game.
Y'all were disappointing.
It was bad.
We got to do better. I even had morning show mimosas idea yesterday. Like, that's good stuff.
Nobody played her. I messed up the stat.
Oh, that's your fault. Good Wednesday morning to you, man. I was trying to move us ahead today. Good Wednesday morning to you. Glad to have you with us. Josh and Holly getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work for you night shift warriors. We are glad to have you along with us today. Show brought to you each and every day by Dr. James Van Winkle and his many great ways to make you look great, function great, and feel great. And hey, I want to tell you about a nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo in Orange Beach, Alabama. And I could save you 15% just because you're a Thunder Radio listener. So your next trip down to the beach, you can save a little bit of money. Go to thunder1320.com/beach. It's that simple. It's got the link to the condo. It's got the phone number you need to call. And it's got the promo code that you need to use to get those savings. That's thunder1320.com/beach to make that happen. So get over there and see that today. Let's take a look at your weather before we get started. It's a little cool out there this morning. We actually dipped down a little lower than Weather Service thought. We were down around 34 degrees right now, so nearly got down to frost level. We did not, and I think we're in the clear for that. Final frost of the year has passed us, I would venture to say. 67 for your high today. Sunny skies, not a cloud in the sky. And those breezy conditions we had yesterday calmed down today. North breeze at 5 miles an hour, and that's about it. And then 45 overnight tonight. And we start a huge warming trend. 74 on Thursday, 80 on Friday, 82 on Saturday, 81 on Easter Sunday. And its overnight lows are in the low 60s. We don't really see any rain chances until Sunday, and it's just a 20% chance of showers. So, and that continues on into next week, too. Monday's looking good. A little cooler, 73. But we do have a more of a shower chance as we get into next week. So the weather does look pretty nice. Lots of good grilling days ahead. And that's where you need to go out to the Hillsboro Food Company and make sure you've got fresh cut meats for the grill. They're at 7403 Hillsboro Highway in Hillsboro on the left. Open 6 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday. They got your fresh produce and assorted groceries there as well. That's the Hillsboro Food Company. All right, we got a busy day today. It is Wednesday. That means worst criminals. Stupid, silly stat. If we don't mess that up, name that something. Birthdays later on in the show. Go ahead and call those in anytime throughout the show. We welcome your birthdays at 728-1320 on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines. And whatever else we dig into is what we'll be doing over the next little while. Plenty of ways to catch the show. AM 1320, FM 107.9, 106.7 over in Tullahoma for our terrestrial radio folks. Otherwise, Manchester Go app is a good way to listen in. Or you can watch the show on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams over on Facebook and YouTube. So search for Thunder Radio. On that note, let's bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio morning show. Across from me sits the brains of this here operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO, and president of the Peterson Media Group. She's by far the looks inside of this studio. She is the president of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce. And she's also the microphone licker, the corn cob eater, and one of the main reasons the rockin' world continues to go round. Holly, good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's going to be a good show, you promised.
Yeah, it's going to be a good show. I hope y'all are excited for it. I'm excited for it.
We'll see how long that lasts. 2 hours of energy. Name that band.
Is this Rob's favorite band?
No.
It wasn't. Okay. I'm here.
Yeah, sing it, Holly. I just don't know who it could be.
Who?
Oh, it's the Who. This is for you because you sound like an owl half the time on the show.
Who do they think they are?
Jessica knew it. Good, Jessica. Good. Christy. Everybody up here knows it except Holly. JC said Wednesday the worst criminal is Nico's dad for what he did to him. I know, buddy. It's not looking good out there. Tulane's like, nah, pass. Nah. We're good. Most of the ends up probably like UCLA, where he'll get $4 million and pay $2 million in taxes. Enjoy. Or more. Hope he likes playing in front of tens of fans. And do UCLA even in a conference anymore? I don't even know what they do out there. Can't go to UCLA then. Life lessons are hard sometimes. Yesterday, our girl one lost her mind because she had to go to work.
3 days in a row.
And yesterday wasn't even the third day in a row. It was the second. She's got to work today.
She was mad about today.
She was mad about this. She was going to work and she started getting mad that she had to work the next day. I'm fine today, but I have to work 3 days in a row. I was like, I don't understand your issue.
I laughed at her when she said it.
Then she hung up and called me. She didn't say you laughed at her, but I got to work 3 days in a row.
Because she said it to my face. She was at the
I
house.
thought you were on the phone with her. I got to call a game tonight for the third night in a row. She's like, yeah, I want a day where I don't have to do nothing.
What is that?
I was like, honey,
What is that?
You're not going to have a lot of those. You have some this summer, but there ain't going to be a lot of them.
Chick-fil-A's closed on Sunday.
That
She
right?
ain't got school on Sunday.
I know. What she told me.
All day Sunday.
She told me yesterday, we were talking about her college, and she acted like that I had told her for the very first time in her life that she was going to pay for her own college. She goes, I got to pay for my school? I was like, we've talked about this. We've discussed it. We told you how it's going to go. That's why we told you you're going to get your 2 free years.
That's why we wanted you to apply for scholarships.
Yeah. And she's like, huh?
Keep your grades up.
How am I supposed to get makeup? Comings and goings, what's happening in and around the Manchester community. A little sports stuff. Had high school baseball last night. Tough loss for the Raiders, 11-5. Tonight we got Westwood softball on the air. So pumped up about that. Also, for you football fans and community fans, there is a meet and greet tonight for the new football coach, Coach Brandon Harmon.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be at 6 o'clock in the cafeteria at the high school. So if you want to go by and get a chance to meet him, hang out, talk football, and learn how you can help him and help him build a program, then get on over there and see him tonight at 6 o'clock, the high school cafeteria, 100 Red Raider Drive. Go by and tell him how you threw the 45-yard pass in 1983 state semifinal. Go tell him whatever you want to tell him. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then Saturday, he's actually going to be on the coaches show for 2 segments.
That'll be a good episode.
Yeah, 10:07 to 10:40 or so. He's going to be on this Saturday, so you can listen in and learn more, or swing by the coaches show at Al White Ford Lincoln and maybe catch him at the end of the show and chat with him there at 2002 Hillsborough Boulevard. So that's just a couple of immediate things going on. Other things, we are 4 days away from Easter. That's coming up this Sunday. 15 days away from the Statement Consignment Sale in Manchester. That's May 1st to the 4th. Just the biggest consignment sale there is, pretty much. It's supposed to be like the creme de la creme of consignment sales. Look it up online. Statement. That's STATEMINT, like mint condition. See what they did there? Statement Manchester. Or you can go to thunder1320.com/closet to learn more. And that's coming up soon. And I believe they still have a consigner spot or 2 left. So if you're into doing that, you can go consign and sell your things there. We are 24 days away from the Dusty Elam Foundation's annual event, 31 days away from the Thundies Sports Awards, 37 days out from high school graduation if you're a Coffee County graduate, and 40 days away from Memorial Day 2025. And looking at the weather, it's like you can kind of see that the summer, not summer, but just true spring temps ramping up this weekend into next week. Upper 70s, low 80s, and pretty excited about that. Anyway, that's all I got on the comings and goings.
Okay.
Contributions from my co-host.
Yeah, I have some today.
My lovely co-host,
I'm
the
prepared.
beautiful Holly.
It's National Banana Day. National Banana Day. I got a banana joke for you. What do you call the little brown tip at the end of the banana?
What's that, Holly?
The bananas.
I knew the answer. I just didn't want to spoil the joke.
Josh told me that joke, and I thought it was the funniest thing he had ever said.
She laughed inexplicably hard at that.
Too hard.
I was like, why are you still laughing?
It's a good joke, I thought. I didn't see it. I didn't see the punchline coming there.
Yeah.
It's National Bean Counter Day. When I read this, I was like, that sounds like I shouldn't say it on the radio. But it just...
Why wouldn't you say it on the radio?
It just sounded like something that you would not want to be called, but it's not a bad thing.
Gotcha.
As it refers to like good accountants.
It's the day after tax day.
It's the day after tax day. National Bean Counter Day. Here's some...
Oh, there she goes. There she goes.
Here's how to observe National Bean Counters Day. Don't call them. Don't text them. Don't email them.
Yeah,
Don't even look at them.
I got an email from our accountant yesterday that was like, we'll be open tonight until 10. I'm like, till what now? Till 10 p.m.? Long day.
If you do happen to spot a bean counter, say thank you. And you can use hashtag National Bean Counter on social media. And that's how you can observe the day. And thank you to all the wonderful accountants out there.
Yeah, those are your best friends on certain days. I got an email yesterday from our accountant because I knew it was coming. I was just waiting to know how much money I had to give the government. And it was not as bad this year as it's been in prior years. So I'm pretty pumped about that.
Yeah, he was in a good...
Turns out when you throw a whole lot of money at a purchase, you don't have to pay as much taxes. So it's like, when you throw all the money you got in savings to buy more radio stations, they're like, well, he ain't got none to take.
Obviously.
He ain't got none to take, so we can't really tax much. I mean, we still have to pay some, but it's not as bad as it usually is. So we're very excited about that.
Josh is I
was in a great mood yesterday.
Very excited.
Well, when you know the feeling when you expect bad news and then the news you get is not as bad as you thought.
Told me.
It'd been great if they were like, you're going to get money back, but I do better than that.
What he did was sent me a text and it says, just found out how much our taxes are going to be. And I was like, oh, my stomach. Because I could just, the way he said that, it was not excited. And I just knew it was going to be bad because I expected it to be bad anyway. But then how he presented that, it was like
I just said, got the tax totals from Rosalind.
That's all it said. Yeah.
I knew she was asleep. We'll see it when she woke up.
You're mean.
I'm not mean.
You knew that it would tear my stomach up.
Play some games a little bit.
Something's wrong with you, like for you to mess with me like that.
I'm a little dramatic. Just a little dramatic.
So he told me, and it was not near as bad as it's been in a long time.
No, it's a quarter of what it was 3 or 4 years ago. So we're very excited about that. So turns out we can afford to do mimosas with the morning show. And if that was going to be a thing that we could afford to do, but we might could do it now. I don't know. But I hope everyone else had a good tax day.
Yes.
And to those of you who had to pay in, our condolences to you.
We're right there with you.
Oh yeah, right there with you. Anyway, any other things here in the comings and goings area?
Tell everybody how much you cried at senior night last night for baseball.
I didn't cry.
Coffee County High School baseball.
I'm out there, so
he filled in for me.
I was filling in for Holly, taking pictures, and because she just couldn't get there in time, and I was taking some photos, and I got there early and set because I was broadcasting last night game. It was on the Rooster, and so which I got on the air, and the very first thing I said was like Thunder Radio. It takes a while. Anyway, so I was broadcasting the game. I get there early, like 5:00. The game's at 6:30. Get my stuff set up upstairs, so all my stuff's ready, so that I can be downstairs for senior night, which starts at 5:30. And I was like, well, they're starting senior night early, so I'll be able to get these pictures, get back upstairs. And then like, well, the kids are going to throw with their dads first, and like they're going to get out in the outfield and throw with their dads.
Yeah.
And I was just taking some pictures, and they're playing Kenny Rogers up there, and the little boy with his baseball bat and his. And I'm just taking pictures of these kids, and I'm watching Cole Pippinger throw with his dad, and they're just smiling.
Aww.
And I can't even talk about it. I can't even talk about it. I don't like that. And so I was having a hard time watching that.
You're turning into me.
I had my sunglasses on, and I was just trying to wipe my eyes, and
you're literally starting to tear up.
I just, there, and it hits a little different because they're, that's the girl ones class too. So, you watch these kids grow up
from elementary school
when they were 5, a lot of them. And so they're throwing with their dads and, just tossing the ball around. And I'm like, and then I look around and nobody else is doing anything. Everybody's watching. Like Lincoln County, just all on the rail, just watching this happen. Nobody's stretching or doing anything. They're just watching. And all the other Coffee County players are watching.
You're painting such a pretty picture. I wasn't there, but
yeah. So,
now I wish I would have been.
So now I'm like, I got to get away. So I took some pictures, and I was going to take more. And I was like, I got to get away from this. So I just walked it off. And went up the way and went up and found Deanne McKenzie, who was kind of running things. I'm like, where are they going to go when they get their things? I don't, I need to get myself set up. For where they're going to, when they do the actual,
you needed a distraction
festivities. Yeah.
From all the,
yeah. I knew exactly where they were going to go. I knew exactly where they were going to go, and I knew exactly how it was going to work. But I was like, I'll pretend like I don't know what I'm doing, because I think I took the pictures last year. So I went over there and got that and got set up, and then so I was like, I'll be good now. And then they come walking through, and then they're reading these letters from their parents.
Oh my goodness!
Off the thing, and I'm just like, I don't like this neither.
It never fails. Every senior night that I go to and I take pictures of it, I don't know why. I'll be taking pictures and I'll have to wipe my face on my shirt because I'm getting my lens wet. Just from the amount of tears. And I'm trying to I don't want anybody looking at me. Yeah. But you're out there kind of in the middle, and so everybody can see you. So I try to make sure my shoulders don't bounce,
right,
from the sobs.
I just know if I don't always take the pictures. It seems like I get baseball every year, but I always usually I'm broadcasting. We're not always at every senior night, but a lot of times we are. But at some point it'll hit me, and I'm like, I'll be getting ready to because we don't always broadcast senior night because a lot of times it's too early for us to come on the air. but it'll just hit me, and I'm like, "Where's Holly at?" And I find everybody like, "Look for Holly." And we find her down there, and her face is red. And
Well, I'm glad it happened to you last night.
well,
You little turd.
that bad. Christy says, "Sounds like you have a heart, Josh." Yes, contrary to popular belief, there is one in there.
It's just 2 sizes too small.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, you can see photos from some of that stuff over on our Facebook page.
You got good photos last night. I like what you did with the
search for Thunder Radio.
The dads, and you got the dads in the foreground, and the
well, it's impossible to kind of get them throwing with each other.
Yeah,
like to get both of them in a side angle because there's several of them throwing, and you can't really get out that wide with that lens, or you need like a fisheye lens to do that. So I was like, well, I'll just get one up front and one in the back and go with that. Shannon said it gets worse the older you get. I'm 51 and I've cried more in the last 2 years than the rest of my life.
I know. The older Josh gets, the more emotional he gets. But it's relieving. Like, I'm relieved to see that he can feel things, but he used to give me such a hard time. He would be like, "Why are you crying? Why are you crying?" And I'm like, I feel something, Now he's starting to. Softy, big softy.
Used to, I just felt hunger. And then it was just hunger and anger.
Yeah,
And now I'm just, I don't know what's the matter with me. I'm way too soft.
I can't wait to see you as a papaw.
The kids will do that to you. That's what's happened. As they get older, it just melts your wall.
Yeah.
For some reason. Like as they grow up, you're just the concrete barriers that you've built, it's just like a dragon fire has come to them and they crumble. All right, we're past due for a break. I want to tell you about Dirtworks. I was talking about this yesterday. I'll tell you about it again. So, they do great work. They come do excavation and they're kind of the skilled surgeons of the excavation world, the best of the best. And that's who you want doing work on your property. But they're also great people too. They the folks over at College Street, they're putting a basketball court in over there and an outdoor basketball court, and they needed somebody to bring them some dirt, and they had gotten somebody, and I guess that person did not fulfill their obligations and promises, so they were kind of in a bind and out some money, and they called up our friends at Dirtworks, and they said, "Yeah, we'll take care of you." They brought the dirt over, and they would not accept any money for it. They're good people like that. So make sure you do business with them. 931-409-0782. That's 931-409-0782. And they are online at Dirtworks for You. That's works with an X. Dirtworksforyou.com.
Ever stare at a closet full of clothes and still feel like you've got nothing to wear? Statement Manchester is your chance to clear out your closet.
Shannon said, throw in where the red fern grows for Easter. Yeah, I'm not watching that. I'll move out of the house before I watch that. I was going to move on out.
What do you call a Jedi banana who will ultimately turn to the dark side? It's National Banana Day. What do you call a Jedi banana who will ultimately turn to the dark side?
What's that?
Bananakin Skywalker. You don't get the joke, but the guy's name is Anakin Skywalker. Bananakin.
I didn't know that. I knew that. I've heard that. I don't watch those things, but I've heard that before.
Name the type of mind-body exercise that bananas use to find balance. These are good banana jokes today.
I was like, why are they all bananas?
It's National Banana Day.
Oh, yes, that's why.
I said that. Hey, you don't listen to me when I'm talking to you?
I do not listen to you. No.
Gonna need you to pay attention.
I'm looking
to
at these
show.
senior pictures here.
Why, so you can start crying?
No, I'm just looking at them. Some good picks.
I just told you a joke.
The entire thing needs revamp. College football will start seeing numbers decline. Yeah. All right, tell your jokes.
Name a type of mind-body exercise that bananas use to find balance.
What's that?
Pilates.
Holly with the jokes. College football is unmitigated mess right now. I can't. I'm not all that interested in watching it. To be honest. What's that?
What do you call a banana that watches other bananas' children? What do you call a banana that watches other bananas' children?
What's that, Holly?
The banani.
No shortage of banana jokes.
These are good.
I'm going to tell some on the air so the kids can go tell their teachers at TCAP today. Get them focused real good. The banana one is good.
That was funny.
Probably don't tell the kids the bananas one. Banana. I turned the heat on in the building this morning. It was chilly. We got another one?
What do you call a young parentless red-headed banana who likes to sing about tomorrow? Banani.
That was the answer to the last one.
Little orphan banani.
Okay. Shannon said you must be on the same Google page. I think Brian's sending the answers before you can. No, Holly wrote these jokes herself. Lots of banana jokes during the break. Over on the Carmine Family Dental Cameras. You're missing out on knee slappers over there. It's National Banana Day, apparently. Holly, what is the best banana joke you've seen this morning?
Josh likes this one. What do you call a banana that watches other bananas' children?
What's that, Holly?
The banani. Okay, one more banana joke, and then I'm done. Where do bananas go to get frozen? Where do bananas go to get frozen?
Where's that, Holly?
Banantarctica. I was worried I was going to say it wrong. I thought I was going to put an extra "n" in there.
Bananarctica.
Banantarctica.
Bananarctica.
All right.
All right. What are we doing here? We don't have a ton of time in this segment. We got a little bit.
Good, because I got just a little story. It ain't going to take a long time, just a little bit.
Oh, story time with Holly. It's going to take just 2 or 3 minutes, and 20 minutes later, she's still talking and hasn't taken a breath. And it's taking us down multiple little side roads.
I want to talk about the lawnmower.
I don't want to talk about the lawnmower.
I want to talk about it. Something was wrong with our lawnmower. Josh took it out for the first time of the...
It was like the second time.
Okay, second time. He had already cut the grass once. He was taking it out for a second time, and the darndest thing happened. The belt come off.
Yeah, the belt came off.
And when Josh went to put it back on, he realized that somehow the belt had got hung up in the mechanisms and it had stretched it out.
No, I didn't say that.
You said the belt is stretched out.
The belt stretched. I didn't say how. I was like, oh, whatever reason the belt stretched, it won't fit.
What other reason besides it got stretched in the lawnmower?
I don't know.
You're like, if it is not verbatim what he says.
Well, because that's not the truth.
And you're just driving me nuts with that. Now I can't even concentrate.
I guess we won't tell the story then, will we?
So he orders a belt for it. He I don't know, searches an
It's hard to find that part. Are you happy with yourself?
He orders it. 2 days later, gets here, not the right size. Meanwhile, our yard looks like a jungle. It
wasn't looking good, no.
It was knee high. So I was like, let me order the belt. Let me go back and see. We had ordered this belt before. I went back and found my old one, my old order, put the order in. It'll be here in 2 days. it gets here and it's raining. So Josh still can't cut the grass. So it's been
Couple weeks.
2-3
Yeah.
more days.
Yeah.
Well, it's prom Saturday, and I'm like, Josh has got the coach's show, and he's gonna come home later and put the new belt on, and he's gonna cut the grass.
Yeah.
I love it when he cuts the grass. It's like my favorite
It's the
day.
simple things.
And
Because I'm not in the house. I'm not bothering nobody. I'm out there listening to Wallen. Just slow
I just
putting
like
around.
the way the yard looks when it's cut. I just like pulling up at the yard and seeing the grass all nice and cut. I love it.
Yeah, it's a lot better than the dandelions
So
and the milkweed.
I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I didn't have anything. I had some nervous energy because it was prom Saturday and it wasn't time to start getting ready for prom. So I had to kill some time. And I'm like, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna put this new belt on. That way, when Josh gets here, all he's got to do is hop on the mower and mow. He don't have to work because I know how he is when he tries to fix something. It can take longer than it needs to be. And sometimes he ends up injured
That's true.
or a part ends up broken.
That is also true. She's not wrong.
So I go out there and I'm looking at this hose and he's right.
It's belt.
Belt, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. And he's right. It is just stretched, hanging way out the side. I'm like, and then I'm like, this can't be. This hose cannot get stretched out.
Belt.
That you know what I'm talking about.
Words are important.
You know what I'm talking about.
In your line of work, you think you would understand that words matter.
I'm not good at my job. But so I get up and I start Googling how to the belt deck diagram.
Yep.
I was to make sure we were winding it around the right gears and rollies.
Pulleys.
And I realized that Josh, all that was, it wasn't stretched out. He just didn't have it threaded all the way back to
Well,
the.
apparently I completely missed a pulley in the very back of the deck.
It was the
Which-
one that makes it turn.
Yeah.
It was connected to the engine.
So I had it on all of them up front, and well,
But there was nothing to turn it.
When there's one in the very back that was like a foot away, that I guess I couldn't see it, and I was so irritated at that stupid belt that I didn't look hard.
Imagine that. Josh didn't look hard for something.
I was just mad, and so I was like, "This stupid thing is just stretched out.
And look how stretched out this hose.
It's a belt, Holly. It's a belt." How many times are you going to say it wrong?
It's a hose, I reckon. I don't know. That's just what I'm calling it. For this segment, the belts will be known as hoses.
Anyway, so the old belt fits just fine. It just goes right on there. But now I got a spare in case something ever happens to it.
Yeah, there you go.
So, and I also have one that doesn't fit in case something ever happens and I need that.
We got a lot of stuff.
$60 in belts later. I'm just back to the old belt that I had. Not a hose though, but a belt.
We just got a bunch of products in our garage that we've ordered that is not the right size.
Nobody wants to send it back.
No, yeah, because it's they're like $6.
Yeah.
Sometimes like a cap to a something or other. A whatchamacallit. Or a whoosie what's it.
All right. Yeah, well, I'm just not great at fixing things, but
I did it. I fixed
Holly
the
fixed it.
lawnmower. I felt so accomplished after that. And I just stood on the front porch as he rode around on my, on my hose.
it's a belt. All right, we got games coming up. We got Stupid Silly Stat, chance to win prizes. So do not miss that. Birthdays later on this hour. So go ahead and get your birthdays in at 728-1320. You're listening to The Morning Show, brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Save money. Save 15% on your next trip to Orange Beach, Alabama. Go to thunder1320.com/beach to learn more. What?
Nothing. Jessica was just roasting me during that story.
Oh, I know.
And I didn't see it until just now.
Yeah.
She said 3 days later.
Yeah.
And we've hit a dead end.
It's when you stop and start telling another story. She just goes off onto these side roads during her stories.
Y'all don't like the way I tell stories? Fine. Don't tell stories like that. Michael Jordan.
Something like that. All right. We'll be back.
At Coffee County Bank, we believe in better. For nearly 50 years.
Don't play that way.
I wish I could make my bottom lip quiver. Cut. Break. That's what he said. Break.
Great. Oopsie, what's that? That's why. Mm-hmm.
Are we over the banana jokes?
You could tell as many banana jokes you'd like. Shaylee Anderson Bryan's got a birthday today. Let's get it in there. Shout out to Bella Vinson's got a birthday today too. Bellers. Sheila. Not Shayla. Sheila.
Why did the banana decide to strip its peel off in a bar? Why did the banana decide to strip its peel off in a bar?
Why's that now?
To make some extra banana bread.
That's pretty funny.
What happens to bananas that have severe allergic reaction?
What's that?
They go into bananaphylactic shock.
Holly's just having the best day reading banana jokes, buddy. Just the best day. I've never seen her this happy. She's just happy as can be over there.
Who did every banana vote for in the 1996 U.S. presidential election?
Who's
Dole. Bob Dole.
Doyle.
Doyle.
Oh, goodness.
What do you call a banana who overthinks something?
What's that?
Too bananalytical.
All right, I'm sick of banana jokes. Y'all know how to ruin Holly's mood?
Don't ask me to host Swap Shop. What was it? Were you going to tell me something's in my teeth?
You gotta do reconcile today. You're having too much fun over there.
Do you recognize that there's something wrong with you, like inside, that you want to make people feel bad?
I don't want to make anybody.
You think it's funny?
I'm just playing. Just because it added Gilday Construction and Christopher Equipment to those that bailed College Street out of that mess.
Oh, right.
What kind of construction project were you running, Jessica? How many people we need to bail y'all out? Who's in charge there?
I'm doing another banana joke when we come out of this break.
Who's in charge? No, you're going to tell us about Granddad's.
I'm going to do that as well, but...
Granddad's restaurant.
We're doing
screenshots.
Both of those things. Today is Wednesday, by the way.
Oh,
Wednesday.
Gotcha.
Out in the countryside, lay back and smell the sun. Warm up the Georgia pie.
Thunder Radio Morning Show. I forgot where I was. Completely forgot where I was there for a minute. Like I was like, what am I supposed to say right here? I don't even know. All right, morning show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work. We got games to play. Stupid Silly Stat coming up just a second. But first, Holly's going to tell you what's happening over at Granddad's Restaurant in Manchester. Holly, what's happening over there?
Okay, so today at Granddad's, you can get burnt ends,
I love the burnt ends.
salmon patties, or meatloaf.
Hey, Ma! Can we get some meatloaf? The meatloaf!
We want it now.
The meatloaf!
Walk in there and yell that.
Mashed potatoes, fried okra, pinto beans, cornbread, or roll. Listen to this. I've never seen this. Blackberry cobbler.
Oh,
Shut your mouth. I know.
look out now. Burnt ends and some blackberry cobbler.
I think blackberry cobbler may be my number one favorite cobbler.
I love blackberry
It's
cobbler.
right up there with peach. All right. So go to Granddad's from 11 to 2. Get that lunch line special at 620 Woodbury Highway.
Get over and check them out online at granddadsmanchester.com. All right, Holly, games? No?
Yeah, let me
Oh.
tell you a quick banana joke. It's National Banana Day. I just want to make sure we're celebrating. What term is used to confirm that a banana's body parts are accurately represented?
What's that, Holly?
Bananatomically correct.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Kim, did you bring your statistics?
Stupid Silly Stat revved up by our friends at Freedom Automotive. They can take care of your automotive needs, including custom exhaust, wheels, tires. And one of the best things about dealing with Freedom Automotive is they're local. They're locally owned and operated. Those owners, those technicians, those managers, they're going to eat at the same restaurants as you. Their kids play on the same ball teams, going to the same schools. They're going to go the extra mile to make sure you are a satisfied customer, and they're open 6 days a week. So if you can't get off throughout the week, they're open on Saturdays too. They're at 515 Hillsborough Boulevard. That's 515 Hillsborough Boulevard, right in front of College Street Elementary School. It's hard to miss them. They're right there just off the main intersection, 4155 in Manchester, and you'll see them over there. Freedom Automotive. Holly? Whoops. Sorry. Go ahead.
Psychologists say that doing this for 12 minutes a day reduces stress. Psychologists say doing this for 12 minutes a day reduces stress.
It's a family show. 728-1320 to take your guesses. And first person with the right answer is going to win a Thunder Radio t-shirt and bragging rights for the day.
Psychologists say doing this for 12 minutes a day reduces stress.
You do this 12 minutes a day, don't you?
I don't. Yeah, I guess
It's not exercise. Don't call in and say that.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, 12 minutes a day. I
I got some amendments to this theory
okay.
that we'll discuss after we get the answer, if we ever get the answer, if anybody ever calls in to play the game. 728-1320 on the Ben Loma Connect hotlines. Psychologists say that doing this for 12 minutes a day reduces stress. I almost just kept on reading and read the answer, but I didn't, unlike you yesterday. All right, 728-1320. Let's try it out. Oh, no, not there. Try again. There's somebody. Morning show.
Meditating.
Meditate. Good guess, but not it. And I like he's going with meditating because notice the stat was psychologists say.
Yeah.
Not just a typical doctor. So meditating would make good sense, but not it. Right answers win bragging rights and a t-shirt. Wrong answers get the privilege of calling back and trying again later. And maybe mocked. Depends on your answer. But probably not. We're usually pretty nice.
He might mock you.
Morning show.
Laughing?
Laughing. Good guess. But no, not it. Not laughing. There was a stat one time we had that was like you do this like 60 times a day or something. It was like smile. Like it was way high. And I was like, I think I'm below average. Laura says play Mahjong.
That is relaxing. Mahjong.
It's on your phone.
I learned how to play it over Christmas break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were playing quite a bit of that for a while.
And watching a lot of Gunsmoke with Will Arnett.
All right. 728-1320. Jessica says we're nice unless you call in and say Sublime. In which case, we will not let you forget it. Morning show.
Reading?
Reading. Good guess, but not it. Somebody had guessed reading a minute ago
I think it was Jessica.
on the cameras. I gotta get some new mic arms and new cords in here. Morning show.
Exercising.
Exercising is not it. Good try.
Oh, James Arness.
Will Arnett.
That's a comedian.
She really pays attention. Morning show.
Oh.
Being in the sunshine.
Being in the sunshine's a good guess, but not it. Not it. Morning show.
Dancing.
Dancing. No, not it. Good try. Psychologists say that doing this for 12 minutes a day reduces stress. We've had exercise, dancing, reading. It's not really a physical activity per se.
It's not a physical
No,
activity.
it's not a physical activity, no. It's a real big fly on the window.
I don't necessarily enjoy this, but I do it.
Yeah,
I enjoy it some of the time.
You may be below average. And again, I think there is some caveats to this that we'll discuss once we get the answer. Morning show.
What about talking to Mama on the phone?
Talking to Mama on the phone is the right answer. Or it's not talking to Mama. It's talking to a family member on the phone. What's your name?
Dale?
Dale. Well done, Dale. Do you talk to a family member for 12 minutes a day on the phone?
I used to talk to Mama every day.
Every day. All right. That'll reduce stress. So they say.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what else will reduce stress is wearing a really fine looking Thunder Radio t-shirt. So come on by here and get you one.
Alrighty, I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you. Talking to a family member for 12 minutes a day reduces stress. I think Leslie guessed drinking water. Holly's like, I don't like it, but I do it. She doesn't drink enough water. So talking to a family member, but I again, so some caveats to that. I'm going to say, like, I probably, and Holly, one of us at least talks to the girl one for 30 minutes a day on the phone.
I do not.
And that is very stressful.
I don't like talking on the phone. I feel like I need my hands to be free because I'm doing stuff. So I'm having to do that shoulder head thing.
Morning show.
Tell Holly that was the old one.
You've already done it, Holly.
Thank
Thanks,
you, Matthew.
Matthew's our secretary. He keeps up with the things that we've done. All right. So, yeah. And so the girl, what she wants to do is like call on her way home from work and just sit on the phone.
She doesn't necessarily want to chat. She just doesn't want to
be alone in the car.
Alone in the car. So she'll, call me and I'll be just on the speakers in her car. Sometimes we talk, and she tells me stuff, but I don't. If someone calls me, I'm like, oh, why didn't they just text? I do talk to my mom on the way to work in the morning. Like every morning on the way to work, I talk to my mom. And she's probably like, oh, why didn't you just send me a text? But so.
Here she is calling again.
So when the girl one calls me, I do talk to her. Like in the car. Because I know that I like to be.
Yeah.
I don't like to be in the car.
You do the same thing.
I do the same thing.
And call your mom. Then.
Yeah.
Then the girl one does it to you, and you're like, oh, she's just not saying nothing.
But I feel like I try to say stuff on the phone.
It's crazy how similar you and the girl one are. Like, it's spit and image stuff in terms of personalities and the way you go about your business.
Well,
twins.
Genetics is weird like that.
It's crazy how similar you are. I just watch them act, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, well.
And it's not even learned traits. Like, it's just the way you move, the way, like, everything is very similar. But yeah, I don't enjoy that. Because usually when she calls me, it's because she wants something.
Or something bad has happened.
Or something bad. She doesn't call me.
She calls Josh when she's crying and needs.
Lost her keys. And, just lost her mind the other day because she couldn't find her keys. Or she calls me because she wants me to tell her it's okay to not go to work. And I'm like, no, you're going to go to work.
Oh, I hope she's not listening.
She's not. You know,
Have a good day at school.
I'm just saying, when she calls me, it's because of that, or she needs money. She's not calling to be like, how's your day? She's calling to say hi.
James says, does talking to your dog count as a family member? And I say, yes, it does.
Absolutely. I don't know if you could talk to him on the phone, but
Oh, yeah.
it's on the phone.
It's on the phone. Yeah. Then no, it doesn't count, James.
Brian said wants to go to the beach. Yeah. So that's what she's reaching out to me for. It's never just to be like, how's your day?
Chit chat.
What are you
Just
doing?
a little chit chat,
I'm
Josh.
just calling to say hi.
Yeah.
Miss you. No. So I know when I see your name on the phone, I'm like, oh boy.
Something's wrong.
What did she do? What's happened? All right. Congratulations to our winner today, Dale. Yes. Talking to a family member on the phone for 12 minutes a day reduces stress. So y'all try that and see how it goes. It doesn't have to be mom. It could be somebody else.
Yeah. Any family member.
12 minutes a long time.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Like 5? We could do 5.
Honestly, it probably can be sent over in a text.
I'm just saying, if I'm driving like from here to Tullahoma to go to the station over there, maybe I'm just running across town to Walmart or something. I got 5 minutes. I call somebody. But then once I'm done driving, I'm done talking. Hands free, of course.
I don't think I've talked to my brother and heard his voice in months and months.
Well, I don't think he's been down to visit since Christmas.
Since the funeral.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was a little different. I'm just a normal trip down. It's been since Christmas time, hasn't it?
We're just in like a little family group text. We text in it every day. Does that no? Because it's got to be 12 minutes on the phone.
12 minutes on the phone. That does not count. Yeah. No, it doesn't count. All right, we got more morning show. Name that what?
Today it's Name That Movie.
Name That Movie coming up in just a bit. So more chances to win prizes. Birthdays, Wednesday's Worst Criminals, and all kinds of other fun between now and 8:30, because that's when we're done for the morning. Big thanks to Dr. Van Winkle for making the show happen. Check out a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo at thunder1320.com/beach.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
Thunder Radio's local news update is brought to you by your hometown grocery store, Spring Street Market.
Hey, Norman. What's up, buddy? For the Thundies? Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. 2 tickets, Thundies. Let me, I'm actually on the morning show. Just took a commercial break. I'll write you down here, and I'll call you back when I get off the air, and we'll get you taken care of. But you're good. All right, buddy. See you, bye.
Van Wiener? Van Wiener?
I said Van Winkle. Probably.
Van Wiener.
More than likely.
Play it back.
I more than likely said Van Winkle. See you, Shannon. Let's see here. Winker. I didn't say that either. Maybe I did. Who knows? Who knows what I'm up to these days? It's hard to keep up. Jessica, I would put you in charge of the morning show and mimosas, but I need somebody who's not going to mess it up. Know somebody? I was telling Jessica I was going to put her in charge of mimosas with the morning show, but I need somebody who's not going to mess it up. Need to get bailed out later. So, somebody else. It's going to be a great event. It's going to be very sublime. See what I did there? Very sublime. school is almost out. Is everybody pumped about that?
So pumped.
Like, I like it.
Time.
Last time for us. And although I feel like my parenting, I'm about to turn into a money manager is what's about to happen, because I'm like, because we had told her before that was decent. It was decent. So I thought so. We've told her multiple times we can't pay for her college. We're like, we cannot pay for your college. We're not paying for your brother's college. We can't pay for we don't have that kind of money. So you're going to do 2 free years at Molo.
She didn't want to. She wanted to go to TTU to get the full college experience. And I'm like,
yeah,
sister, no.
We don't have that kind of money. Work hard so you can pay for your kids' college, honey. We can't do it. So he, it was like, so she's going to do that first years. I'm like, you need to work, and you'll have more time. You don't have cheer and track, and you can work, but you're going to save up money to pay for the next 2 years. She's like, I had to pay for my college. It's the first time she heard that news, sounded so heartbroken about it. And I just have a feeling I'm going to have to take every paycheck she gets and set aside so much money that she can't touch. Like, this is your college money. This is spending money. And I don't think the spending money is going to be enough for her.
You want to hear another banana joke? I was hoping you
I have a feeling we're going to hear one whether we want to or not. Go on ahead now.
What's a banana's favorite Coldplay song?
What's that?
Yellow.
So yellow. It's a good one. I thought Coldplay was overrated. Anybody else with me there on that? Overrated Coldplay. All their songs sounded the same. Like the slow rock version of Chris Stapleton. Like, all his songs sound exactly the same. I'm not saying Chris Stapleton can't sing. I'm just saying once you've heard one song, you've heard the other ones. Well, that's exciting, Brian. Your daughter's going to be home for the summer.
Yay.
Yeah, I was about the school being over. Like, I like the school being out just because of the no school zone situation. Love it. Like, school schedule dictates a lot in this community. Like, when school is in, like, I feel like where school is out, it just changes everything. I don't think it's that way in like a bigger town or bigger, I think school just affects everything. Jessica said, yes, you got to wait for the chorus to know which Stapleton song it is. They all sound the same. We saw him at Bonnaroo, and he sounds great live. It's just, I feel like I've been listening to one song for an hour and a half.
Josh and Holly on Thunder Radio.
Proud to be from God's country.
Thunder Radio morning show. Welcome in. 6:30 to 8:30 Monday through Friday. Southern Middle Tennessee's official wake up call, brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. I'm not giving a weather update in a minute, and Holly's probably got another banana joke she wants to tell. But first, we got to do the weather. Sun's out. It's going to be a sunny day, but it's a cool start out there. 34 degrees outside the Unity Medical Center studio. So if you're not been out yet, that air hits pretty hard. It's chilly. 67 today, though, sunny and no wind. So a couple degrees warmer today than we were yesterday, and no crazy wind like we had yesterday. So it'll feel a lot better. Mid-40s tonight, and then a warming trend for the Easter weekend. 74 on Thursday, 80 on Friday, 82 on Saturday and Sunday, and the overnight lows in those low 60s. So some really good weather ahead, and no rain chances until Sunday. We got a 20% chance of showers, so not really much of a rain chance there either. Weather forecast brought to you by the Hillsboro Food Company. These are the grilling days. Like, lots of good grilling weather ahead. Make sure you've got fresh cut meats for the grill. They got that at Hillsboro Food Company. They got your fresh produce and assorted groceries, and they got a cafe out there too. Check it out for breakfast and lunch. They're open 6 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday. Hillsboro Food Company in Hillsboro. Holly?
Josh?
You got a banana joke?
Yeah, happy National Banana Day, everybody. What did the physician use to make the banana go numb?
What's that, Holly?
Bananesthesia. That's a two-parter. Hang on. What happens when the banana goes numb.
What's that?
It can't peel a thing. All right, so now we're going to play Name That Movie. Josh has got 3 little snippets of a movie that I have picked out. If you can guess what the movie is, call us with the exact right name, and you're going to win a T-shirt.
728-1320 to get the right answer or to try. And then, like Holly said, right answers win T-shirts. Wrong answers get to call back and try again. Name this movie.
What doesn't lead, he follows like a girl.
Name that movie. I feel like it's going to be easy today.
What doesn't lead, he follows like a girl.
728-1320. Name that movie. Win some bragging rights and get a chance to win some Thunder Radio swag. We would love to have you play along. You don't know the ultimate high feeling of winning a radio game in the morning. Like, it starts your day off right, you know?
My favorite thing is when like someone will call that I know has never called before. I love first-time callers.
Love it. 728-1320. Exact right answers on this, right?
Exact right answers.
That's like all the words.
Yeah.
Okay, let's make it sure, because I mean I could see how this could be guessed wrong if they don't get the exact right name.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Or are you gonna let that slide?
I think they'll say it.
Okay. Let's try this clip.
You have to be of noble birth to compete.
Anybody? Bueller? Anyone? Did you say this is a cult classic?
Well, I think Jessica guessed Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Are you okay? Did you have a stroke?
Who's making fun of me? I think she thought it was when referring to cult classic. I think she's talking about Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is not right.
So Jessica was wrong. Ha ha ha. I think she's the leader in wrong answers in this game.
Play the second. Oh,
somebody's guessing. Morning show.
That Monty Python's.
Not Monty Python. Good try.
good guess.
Morning show.
How about Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
No, it's not.
Good guess, not
Monty
right.
Python.
I used that one
Good guess.
recently, actually, but not
Well,
today.
when a lot of people start calling in guessing wrong, but guessing the same thing, I start to second guess Holly. I'm like, did Holly put the wrong clips in here? Did she put in clips from Monty Python and name it something else? But no, I feel pretty good about this. It's not Monty Python at all.
Ulrich von Liechtenstein from Gelderland.
What is that movie? You stumped him today. Well done.
Thank you. I love this movie.
She
Anytime
does.
it's on, I'll watch it. I would say top 10 favorite movies for me.
Really?
I love it. I think it's one of his best roles.
Morning show.
Is it Robin Hood Men in Tights?
It is
Good guess.
not Robin
Oh,
Hood.
good guess.
Good try, but not it.
Let's play all the clips all the way through.
728-1320.
What doesn't lead, he follows like a girl.
You have to be of noble birth to compete.
Ulrich von Liechtenstein from Gelderland.
Morning show.
Hey, is it A Knight's Tale?
It is A Knight's Tale. There's the right answer. What's your name?
Brittany.
Brittany. Well done, Brittany. Did you know that from the beginning, or did it take a while for you to figure it out?
The second clip.
Second clip. Okay.
Gotcha. All right, Brittany. Well done. Thanks for playing. Thanks for listening. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Brittany had it. A Knight's Tale.
I love that movie. Heath Ledger is so handsome in it.
Heath Ledger was really good.
He was a really good actor.
Robbed.
Annette had it. Jenny Garza guessed Austin Powers.
I could hear that a little bit in one of those clips. Can't remember which one it was.
Second
one.
maybe.
You have to be of noble birth to compete.
Maybe.
What doesn't lead, he
follows like a
The
girl.
first one may sound a little bit more Austin Powers-y, but no, not Austin Powers. It is A Knight's Tale. Jessica said didn't stump her mama. Yeah, well, and I just wonder if she probably told her mom on the way in what it was.
No, I just know she likes that movie also. It's a
Shocker,
copy,
y'all like the same
copy
movie.
paste.
What's copy paste?
Me and my mom.
Yeah. And then you and the girl one.
She likes her and my other sister. They'll watch those Christmas
Hallmark?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Those aren't even Christmas movies. They're just snow. Not even Christmassy. It's love stories, and they are not realistic.
I don't know. I don't even want to try to watch one.
Holly doesn't like typical chick flicks either.
I don't
like just a typical chick flick movie. She does not. She's not about that. I love chick flicks.
I don't feel like it's. I don't know. I like girls. I like girls that are supportive of other girls, and I'm not anti girl power or anything. I don't like cutesy girl movies. I need there to be some suspense and
some dragons.
Yeah.
Things like that. She's all about it. Jessica says, favorite movie ever, Catch Me If You Can. Hey,
Josh likes
I
that
love
movie
that
a lot.
Yeah, I won't say it's favorite movie ever, but Catch Me If You Can is definitely top 10 for me. And I would say top 5, but I don't want to just throw things out there and without really thinking about it.
I don't think you mean that.
Don't think I mean what? This top 10?
Yeah. No, top 5.
I know. I said I would say top 5, but I don't want to just throw that out without really putting some thought into it.
I'm saying you don't even got to put that much thought into it. You ought not throw it out there.
I love that movie. You know what's I really like that Holly won't watch with me is Wolf of Wall Street. She won't even watch it with me. I love that movie.
I'm sorry. There's a lot of illegal things going on in that movie. Makes me I can watch that. I can watch The Departed, but I don't like Wolf of Wall Street, and it's kind of based on a true story.
It is. It is based on a true story, and I love how good Leonardo DiCaprio is in it, and
he's a good actor.
He does a great job. Jessica said she loves Wolf of Wall Street too, so she's a big Leo fan. I'm not necessarily a fan of.
Oh, Mama doesn't like Hallmark movies. I guess that's just my other sister. She used exclamation point. She must have been irritated. I just told everybody on the radio that she likes Hallmark movies.
She's about to get all kind of crazy gifts. No, Wolf of Wall Street, Catch Me If You Can, The Departed, all that's top 10. That's all Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, he did. Titanic.
Yeah, that's not a top 10
That's top 5 for me.
Jessica said, I feel like Leo's either a home run or a dud. Agreed.
The only dud I've seen him in recently is that Look Up.
Up.
Is it just Up?
Up, yeah.
No, it's Look Up.
You sure?
Up is a Disney movie.
Oh, maybe it's Look Up. Yeah, I didn't like that one. What was the island one? Shutter Island. I like that.
What's The Beach? I don't think I've seen that.
I don't think I've seen that one. Shutter Island was good with him and Mark Ruffalo. I liked that.
Yeah, it was good, but I don't know. Mark Ruffalo gets on my nerves.
Well, no, I don't like him. I don't like his politics at all. But I try to separate those things. I don't like any of their politics for the most part.
Yeah, Christy has a good point. Can we talk about what a good job he did in What's Eating Gilbert Grape with Johnny Depp?
I don't think I've seen it.
Of course not.
Sorry, but I've seen Catch Me If You Can probably 15 times. I appreciate the hustle. I get that it was all illegal, and that was also based on a true story. Catch Me If You Can. But I don't think that I appreciate the hustle, and I appreciate the
quick thinking,
the quick wit, the ability to sell like that. Like it's really impressive. Taking notes over here.
Yeah, Chrissy says you got to watch What's Eating Gilbert Grape. We're putting that on the list of movies to watch right after Joe versus the Volcano.
You tried to watch Joe versus the Volcano, didn't you?
I know. I'm going to give it one more shot. I feel like I didn't fully commit to sitting and trying to watch it.
How long did you make it through Joe versus the Volcano?
10 minutes. Yeah.
But to be fair, Holly will only get through 10 minutes of a normal movie before she gets up and starts walking around and doing things. She can't be still.
I cannot.
It's a good movie. She won't sit down and watch.
If I was one of Batman's arch nemesis, I would be the fiddler. I just like
the fiddler.
Fiddling around. I like piddling.
The piddler.
The piddler.
That's a new character we're introducing.
Yeah, I'm never going to sit down and watch a movie with you, Batman.
She starts a crime, but she doesn't finish it.
I'm just piddling.
I'm just over here piddling. Don't worry, I won't steal it all. We must get the piddler.
Somebody will call me and say, Holly, what are you doing? And I'll say, I'm just piddling. I'll be just in the house, just piddling around.
Leslie said you can get through the entire series of Signs of a Psychopath, Forensic Files, and Killer Couples, though. Right. She can sit down and watch all of that.
I know.
She is fascinated with those people. And now it's Love on the Spectrum. That's her thing now.
I think it was.
She's got the girl one watching that thing.
I don't know if it was all the nakedness in the office, maybe.
Nakedness in the office.
On Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh. I don't know. That's not why I watched it.
You just watched it for the articles. I know.
Watched it for the articles. Why are you back to Wolf of Wall Street now?
Huh?
Why did you randomly?
Leslie was saying that I can watch all those murder shows, but Wolf of Wall Street bothers me.
Yeah. Which I don't understand, but she just don't like it for some reason. She don't like it because he's running around on his woman.
I think that's what it is. I don't like that he's running around cheating on his wife. I'm just like, Josh's like, this is an awesome movie. And in my head, Josh wants to like
he's living the life we all want.
Do like hard drugs and meet like
that's not
leggy blonde women and
just because I like that movie. That's what I want.
You're like, this is best. Look at this life he's living. And I'm like in my jogging pants and just walking around the house piddling.
Josh Taylor says, well, Wolf of Wall Street, one of Leo's best works. So I'm not alone here. And I saw it's on one of my streaming services for free right now. So probably going to watch it again soon. I like again, it's the salesmanship. When he sits down to sell those penny stocks and he gets on the phone and I get it. It's a script, right? I get it. But I'm like, how did he do that?
Have you tried to just like be super confident and sweet talk your way into a sale? I don't think it would be
I'm not that kind of person.
I don't think it would be authentic coming from you.
He also ended up in prison and you got to he was doing some shady things. I'm just saying I appreciate the fact that he could do that. Like, I mean, we all know that person in real life, right? We all know that person in real life who could sell ice cream to an Eskimo, right? They just sell anything.
One of my uncles in prison, he would, if he would use some of his talents for good, he would be very successful. He's running a very successful business from inside of prison, so I know he would do a good job out.
Yeah, I mean, Jessica says I channel my Leo when I'm calling and begging for these donations. For like the College Street Elementary and things like that. I get it. All right, we got more morning show. Wednesday's Worst Criminals coming at you next. I want to tell you about Common John Brewing Company. Today's Wednesday. That means they're open for breakfast. I wish I could go by there today, but I can't. So y'all got to go for me. Stop by and see them for breakfast at 8 a.m. And they got lunch too. Flatbread pizza for lunch is delicious. And you don't have to, feel like I can't stop by and get a beer at lunch. Well, that's okay. They got regular drinks, grab you a pizza and a Coke if you want. Stop by and see them at 210 Woodbury Highway and online at commonjohnbc.com. You can learn more about their events there. They're also on Facebook and Insta, so give them a follow at Common John BC. You're listening to The Morning Show on Thunder.
Listen up, ladies. Most of us suffer from urinary incontinence, but
all right. The real Balfour is an informant for the FBI. Yeah, Fox News. I've seen him on TV doing things. I've seen some videos of him talking and stuff. Yeah, I just think it's when he sits down, he's like, I had this just come across my desk, John.
It's impressive, and it's impressive that the age he was.
Yeah, but we all know the guy or the girl, but I'm just going to stereotypically say guy that does that is just that good of a bullshitter. That can just.
I'm not a good BSer at all. I don't like.
I'm not either.
I'm not quick. Like, I'll be laying in bed at night thinking about things I should have said during the day. I should have said that.
Yeah. Well, I'm a more of a pleaser, so I want to help
Yeah,
people.
you're a real pleaser.
Take that back. That's sarcasticness. I'm trying to make everybody happy. I went and did work for you yesterday.
You are. You are a
Trying
team
to keep
player.
everybody happy.
I will never say that Josh is not a good teammate. He's top tier teammate.
Thank you, Holly.
You're welcome.
Try to keep everybody happy. Want everybody satisfied and rolling along. Just because I'm a people pleaser, it's a problem. There's a difference in being a good teammate and being a people pleaser. I think Holly's a people pleaser.
So you're saying I'm not a good teammate?
You're a great teammate, but you're also a people pleaser, which is too much. It's like you will literally give up your own home so somebody else has got somewhere to be. It's like being helpful is one thing, but Holly will just be like, "Oh, I don't really need a house. You can come stay here, and I'll just go sleep up at the station."
I don't need much.
Frank had a Knight's Tale earlier. I just didn't see it.
Josh says I'm not a people pleaser.
Sometimes that's a problem. Yeah, I think that, like most anything, there's a middle ground that probably is appropriate. Not being able to say no is how I ended up on the CPT. Yeah. Holly has a hard time saying no. And she doesn't know how. About 1,000 times, Holly said no twice. Maybe just once. Are you ready for Wednesday's Worst Criminal?
Are you?
Yeah, I'm 100% ready for that. Oh, Holly. Got a lot to do today. I just want a day off. I got to work 3 days in a row.
3 days in a row. Wham!
3 days in a row. Here we go.
Hey! Did you bring us more prizes?
Holly.
Just a small town girl.
Oh yeah, Thunder Radio morning show rolling along until 8:30 today. We just had a big box of goodies brought in here. What is that, Holly?
Yeah, so now our good friends over at Black Rifle Coffee Company they've given us some K-Cups to give away as prizes.
Nice. We'll have those for the next few days. We'll give those away quick.
Lieutenant, right?
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Daniel Ray, thank you for dropping that off to us.
Yes. All right. So we got more morning show here until 8:30, brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. Wednesday's Worst Criminals, I believe, is where we're at.
That is where we are. So some of these may be old, like as far as
Matthew will call you out on it.
When we first started doing Wednesday's Worst Criminal.
Matthew will remember. He's like an elephant. He'll call in and tell you, you did that one, and you did it back on November 2023. I remember.
Okay, so I don't think we've done this one before though. Ohio man accused of freeing animals during a pet store break-in.
Nice. It seems familiar. Maybe we did do that one before.
I don't remember reading this one. A pet store break-in turned into a bizarre scene when an Ohio man allegedly smashed kennels and set loose dogs, birds, ferrets, rabbits, gerbils, just set them all loose. Columbus.
How does he think they're going to do? Like, how does he think that those
are going to survive?
Pet gerbils are going to handle the wild in Ohio.
So authorities managed to round up the escapees, but the strangest twist came an hour later when the suspect was apprehended. He also had several gerbils in his pants. Take some of these with me.
What are you doing with gerbils in there?
You know, they're so expensive and everything.
How much is a gerbil? And what's the difference in a gerbil and a hamster? I never knew.
A gerbil's got a tail,
Does
right?
it? Sorry, I may sound really ignorant there, but I don't. I had a hamster, and I heard people say they had gerbils, and I was like, I thought they were the same thing.
I had one cousin that either had a gerbil or a herbal, a gerbil or a hamster, and I went to her house, and I was like, "That is so cool that your parents let you have a gerbil. I think that's really neat." She's like, "Yeah, you want to see it?" And she takes it out, and that sucker bites her finger.
And take a chunk out.
Is hanging off. She walked into the living room hollering with the gerbil hanging off her finger. Like she wasn't trying to support it with the other hand. She was just letting it dangle. And her mom was like, "Well, what are you doing?" And you know, took the gerbil off her finger. But I was like, I no longer want a gerbil.
I don't want that. Let's see here. Gerbils and hamsters, popular small pet rodents, but they have distinct physical and behavioral differences. Gerbils are longer and leaner with furred tails, while hamsters are rounder and stockier with short, stubby tails. Gerbils are typically active during the day and enjoy social interaction, while hamsters are primarily nocturnal and prefer to live alone. It's probably why those two hamsters we put together kept trying to kill each other.
What two hamsters?
When I was little, we had two hamsters.
I didn't hear this story.
Well, I mean, there was no story really. They just didn't get along.
So you had two hamsters.
Two hamsters.
Was one yours and one your brother's?
Yeah. And they had the tubes out of the.
And they shared an
enclosure there.
Do you remember that time?
They'd get on that wheel and they'd run. Oh my gosh, they just run.
Did
and run
you
around
love
on a
having
hamster wheel? Yeah, I mean, I was in like 3rd or 4th grade.
Did you get them out and play with them?
Yeah, I was terrified that they get loose. We had a cat.
Okay.
So I was like, I didn't want the cat to get a hold of my
pet.
Get a hold of my pet hamster. But I mean, they maybe got loose once or twice. We'd find them in the couch. They go hide.
Really?
Yeah. They weren't interested in like getting out of the house or anything.
I had a cousin and a different cousin, and I got a lot of cousins, like 76. And
you just make that number up.
One of them had a guinea pig, and they're a lot bigger than hamsters and gerbils, and they're kind of loud.
Yeah, a lot of people guinea pigs are pretty popular when you hear people with those.
Do you remember when I had that good idea when the kids are in elementary school that we should get them pet rats because rats were very intelligent?
Yeah, and I there's a lot of things there's battles that I've picked and battles I've not picked. And that's the battle I picked. I was like, you are not getting them pet rats.
Harry Potter was really big.
I don't know where she comes up with and I would just be sitting there and I'm like, what have I done? Why have I gotten into this relationship?
I watched a video or something about how intelligent rats
and that's
are.
how easy it is to sell Holly.
And
Holly's the one buying from Jordan Belfort. She's buying penny stocks for somebody with a business that is in a block building selling radar detectors. She will buy anything. And you show her a video, she's like, okay, I'll get it. And I'm like, if I've not been here,
I'm not going to deny it. I'm the worst. Please don't try and sell me something.
What would have happened if I wasn't around?
I'd have got rats.
There'd been rats. I'm like, we are not, absolutely not. And she can't, and then she get mad at me because I'm just a fuddy-duddy. She can get mean. And I'm like, I'm going to start looking for apartments.
I just felt like every time I had a fun idea that Josh was just come along and squash it.
Can we agree that someone reasonable was good to have around for ideas like that?
I agree.
Thank you. Can you admit during times of argument that maybe I'm the more reasonable one? And it's probably best to yield to my advice.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes. I mean, how long ago was that? I mean, the kids were in elementary school. Had to be 10 years ago.
Okay, I forgot all about it until just now when you said it, but then I remembered it vividly. She got so mad at me. So mad. She's like, you know, I didn't do nothing. I don't get to do nothing.
I know. What was that? I must have been, I don't know. I must have been going through some Britney Spears stuff.
I was like,
I was
like, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, why is she so mad?
One argument away from shaving my head, probably. Just shaving my head, mad. She won't let us get some pet rats.
She'll show me.
Any hootie.
Was there anything else besides the letting out of the animals?
Golly.
We're doing Wednesday's Worst Criminals. We got sidetracked on gerbils and hamsters because the guy had the gerbils in his pants.
DUI driver arrested after getting his finger stuck in a White Claw can. When they get
He got drunk on White Claws.
when they get his finger out, he can just go ahead and grab his man card and turn that in. Because what more of a
I know.
feminine drink for a,
Got my White Claws here.
when we used to go out, you used to order some White Claws.
I've never ordered a White Claw in my life. I don't think I've ever drank one.
Yeah,
Now, I've had some girly drinks. I've had Trulies and some Sonic seltzers.
Well,
and
isn't that the
I have
same
never
thing?
had a White Claw.
White Claw and Truly are the same thing, different brand.
No, I don't think so.
An Arizona man suspected of DUI was caught in a precarious situation, literally, when deputies found him with his finger stuck in a can of White Claw after crashing into a guardrail. When approached, the driver fumbled with the seltzer can and assured the officer he was totally perfect, despite evidence to the contrary. The man was arrested on multiple DUI charges and for causing damage to county property. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Reminder to the residents in the area: hard seltzer excuses don't hold up in court. It wasn't alcohol. It was just hard seltzer.
It'd been funny if they couldn't get the can off and they got arrested with the can still stuck to his finger. I take him to the hospital like this. Get this off. What is his finger doing in there?
A Marion County man made good on his promise when he told a responding deputy, "Hey, you better have your doors locked because I like to steal cars." Moments later, he hopped in the deputy's cruiser and took off. The joyride ended with a pit maneuver and the suspect in cuffs, proving he wasn't bluffing about the car stealing. Deputies shared the incident, reminding everyone some warnings.
Reminding everyone some warnings.
Reminding everyone that some warnings should be taken very seriously.
Yeah. I mean, he told him. He said, "Hey, I'm going to steal that." Just thinking about stealing LT's car over there.
Porsche.
Just thinking about stealing LT's Porsche over there.
Okay. That's all.
And then she stole it and rode home next to his lawnmower.
That was cute.
Water boy.
That's true love. Vicky
It is.
Valancourt.
Yes, certainly.
Mama, no.
Begging you, please.
That's his sheet right over there. All right,
Tell
let's
you about his
stop.
little bedwetting problem.
I laughed so hard when they showed the sheet with that ginormous pee stain on it. Oh man, I laughed so hard.
Excuse me, ladies. I'm gonna go kill myself. All right, we got that's a good. I don't care what people say. That's a funny movie, Waterboy. Well, it critically flopped. I'm like, what? I can't stop watching it.
Some parts of it are
Sorry
funny.
if the uppity folks at the New York Times don't believe it's funny. I think it's hilarious.
I'm really excited about Happy Gilmore 2.
I just feel like it's going to be a letdown.
I don't. After the basketball one that he did.
That is not related at all to Happy Gilmore.
I'm just saying, Adam Sandler knows sports. I feel like he can do sports.
The expectation's going to be too high on this.
I think you're wrong. It's been in the works for a
long time.
long
There's been some
time.
good second movies,
it's not
like
rushed.
Top Gun or whatever.
It's not going to be like Ace Ventura 3.
Where's that? Is there an Ace Ventura 3?
Like Kid Detective?
Oh, yeah. No, we need a real Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Why hasn't that happened? Why have they not brought that out?
I don't know.
Maybe they can't get Jim Carrey to do anything.
Yeah. They need to do.
He may not remember doing the movie.
When they need to bring him out, like one where Ace Ventura has retired,
right?
But now they got to pull him out of retirement.
I don't know that he can do that character anymore. Like, I
you don't think so?
I think he's fried. I don't think there's a whole lot left.
Well,
maybe, I don't know.
Any hootie, I don't know how we got here, but here we are.
We know where we're going. It's birthdays. That's coming up next on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Keep it right there. We're at the top of the hour. Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. Get into the home of your dreams. Maybe you're a first-time home buyer and you're not sure what the steps are. How do I go about getting into a home? How do I go about getting my credit right? All these things. Get pre-qualified so you know what your buying power is. That's the best first step. Go by and see them at New Haven Mortgage in Manchester. Over 60 years of experience in the home lending industry. They know how to get you into the home of your dreams. They know the steps to take. Go by and see them at 1300 MacArthur Street, across from Markham's, and online at newhavenmtg.com, NMLS 1477317.
County Bank, we believe in better. For nearly 50 years, we've bet it all on better.
Okay, birthdays.
Out of all 4 stations, which station do you think got the lowest amount of views on Insta the last 30 days?
Rooster.
It's the Rooster.
Yeah. I noticed the engagement was a little down on it last month on Facebook, so I'm not surprised by that. Whiskey's catching up.
Oh, whiskey. Kaharski. No, I don't know who that is.
I know who Paul Kaharski is, yes.
Who is it?
PaulKaharski.com, Big Titans writer. He was on the radio for a long time. I know who Paul Kaharski is.
Do you know him, Jessica?
Yeah, what do you do? Chief. I used to listen to him on the Midday 180 a long time ago.
I'm waiting intently for Jessica's response.
He's coming to College Street Career Day. Sweet. How'd you make that happen? I'd like to talk to him.
We got invited to go to College Street Career Day, but I don't know what. I think she was going to try and resend the email, but I hadn't received it.
You must have got booted for Paul Kaharski.
Well, she just asked me again. What day is that, Jessica?
We can set up a robust network. Okay, Michael Lawrence. We also need to talk to them about how we can do security awareness training. I was going to mention that also folks need to understand that cloud backup is essential here. We can handle all your IT needs on just a case-by-case basis.
Have you seen where this guy got this phone number? This reporter got this girl's phone number on the air, or was getting this phone number on the air, and people have lost their minds about this? We could talk about that later. I've got it right here. May 14th. May the 14th be. We may be just busy. Birthday time on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. We celebrate birthdays every day on Thunder Radio. And then in the afternoon at 4:30, we draw for a slice of birthday pie from the Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop. We're down home cooking meets Southern Hospitality. Yesterday's winner of that birthday pie, Tina Blackburn Seckler. Congratulations, Tina. Come on by and get your certificate here at the Thunder Studios, 1030 Oakdale Street in Manchester. And then at the end of the week, we draw for cake from the Food Lion. So get those names in. Here we go. Call them in, 728-1320, April 16th. Cecil Robertson. Happy birthday, Cecil. Vicky Farah. Happy birthday, Vicky. Sheila Anderson Bryan, happy birthday. And Bella Vinson has a birthday today. Happy birthday to Bellers. Holly. She doesn't like it when I call her Bellers.
Okay, here we go. Celeb birthdays. This gentleman, he's been in the news recently for dating a much younger
Bill Belichick?
Yeah, Bill Belichick turned 73 today.
And she turns 23 today. So, golly, that's quite the age difference those two got.
Let's see here. This basketball player we saw at Bonnaroo one time.
Hang on, I got another local birthday. Melissa Clark has a birthday today.
Happy birthday. Shoot. I saw it. Jessica posted that earlier.
Okay, go ahead.
This basketball player we saw walk in backstage at Bonnaroo one year.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Yeah, he turned 78 this year. Okay, this person we saw playing volleyball at Bonnaroo one year.
Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, he turns 32 this year.
Hey, I'm 3 for 3, right? Am I 3 for 3?
Yeah, you're doing really good today. Let's see. This person, Pam, dressed up for a Halloween at work, but no one dressed up except her. It's Charlie Chaplin, the late Charlie Chaplin. This next celebrity, she wore a bustier. Selena.
Jennifer Lopez.
No, the late Selena has a birthday today.
I watched that movie a lot when I was younger, and I didn't really realize why until later. When I realized it was just because of Jennifer Lopez.
All right, last one. This actor, he had his own sitcom in the 90s, but also played the partner of Will Smith in the popular Bad Boys movies.
Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, Martin Lawrence.
Boom.
You did good today.
Yeah, I got all but one. And there's a lot of big celebrities.
I didn't think you were going to win. Or I didn't think you were going to get Charlie Chaplin anyway.
I wasn't. I would not have gotten it. I couldn't even remember that episode.
You know where she puts
the mustache,
the shoe polish.
Yeah. Look a little bit like Hitler. I do remember that. All right. Congratulations. Well, not congratulations to anybody. Happy birthday to all these folks. And then somebody's going to win a birthday prize this afternoon at 4:30. Tiffany draws live on the air. If you missed the birthday drawings, we have the list of the winners at thunder1320.com. Click on birthdays, and you can find them there. We're past the top of the hour. We got more things to do today. You are listening to the Thunder Radio Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage, newhavenmtg.com.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios, this is Thunder Radio, WMSR, 1320 AM, 107.9 FM, and world.
All right, so there's this. See if I can get this stuff to play.
Not quite. All right. We're having a lot of fun up here up the Corona rooftop. Who do we got here? What's your name?
My name's Lauren.
Lawrence. All right.
And I'm Kayla.
Kayla, and you guys hang out at the rooftop lounge often?
Once a year I come out to visit.
Okay, well, we timed it pretty well. All right, good. How are you guys feeling for the Braves today?
Oh, I don't know. I'm hoping for the best.
What about you? Are you a Braves fan now?
Not quite.
Not quite. All right, I'm gonna go to work up here, guys. Good luck the rest of the way. Okay, Wiley. You got 4 innings to get the numbers. Come on. Get us some more Braves fans. All right, so they want me to get your number. I'm dead serious. They're saying to my ear right now, she doesn't believe it because she thinks you guys are
He means numbers of people, Braves fans.
No, he pulled out his phone. So then we get your phone number.
No.
Oh, yeah. I know, that's what they meant.
That's what they
he
meant.
was like, let me get your number.
Are people mad about it?
Oh, yes. These people have lost their minds.
Why? It was funny.
Yeah, somebody was like, if that was a woman trying to get a male's number, we would not be laughing. That she would, it was just the people find something to be bent out of shape about.
The only person it matters is the girls that he asked for. Like,
are they upset?
Are they upset?
Cool?
If they're fine, whatever. If they're not fine, then he probably don't want their number anyway.
He got a number.
I am speechless. I got the number. We're good.
Yeah.
We're having a lot of fun up here up the Corona rooftop.
Can I see it?
We're having a lot of fun up here up the Corona rooftop. Who do we got here? What's your name?
My name's Lauren.
Lawrence. All right.
And I'm Kayla.
Kayla, and you guys hang out at the rooftop lounge often?
Once a year I come out to visit.
Okay, well, we timed it pretty well. All right, good. How are you guys feeling for the Braves today?
Are they at?
They're in Toronto.
I'm hoping for the best.
They're in Toronto. Yeah.
What about you? Are you a Braves fan now?
Not quite.
Not quite. All right, I'm gonna go to work up here, guys. Good luck the rest of the way. Okay, Wiley. You got 5 innings.
Send Plug's number. Or Plug's phone.
Come on. Get us some more Braves fans. All right, so they want me to get your number.
They want you to get my
That's I'm dead serious. They're saying to my ear right now, she doesn't believe it because she thinks you guys are not.
So, people are
Maybe he misunderstood what they meant. Maybe
he did.
Maybe he was like, yeah, I do need to get the number. They were talking about get the numbers up as far as getting Braves fans.
Yeah, I know what they were talking about.
And then I don't know if he just,
Yeah.
I don't know if he misunderstood what they said or if he's that quick where he's like, I'm about to use this to my advantage. I want to say he didn't know what he thought they were talking about actual numbers. But either way, it's funny. I don't see why people are getting mad about it.
Breaking: men pursuing women for a date is now nasty. Right. I'll be here not too long, Jessica. I'll be here till about 9, probably, maybe. I got a few things I got to do when I get off the air. 9:15. Double standard. If an even fairly attractive female reporter did this to a guy, A, that guy would feel great because it's because of the first compliment he's gotten in ages. B, if he was single, would be ecstatic and endlessly bragging to his friends about it. Like, what guy is gonna be like, oh, people are this so miserable. Like, how do they live up to the standards they set?
Right.
Like,
what would you do if a girl, you were somewhere broadcasting and someone you were interviewing asked you for your number?
I'd give her the wrong number. I'll give her. It depends on how old she is. If she's younger, I'll hook her up with the boy one's number.
How young do you think the girls are that are going to be hitting on you? You think a lot of young girls are?
Look at that guy, Silver Fox. You know.
Okay.
No, Silver Fox.
What if it was a woman your age?
I would give her your number. I'd be like, call my wife and ask for permission first. Good luck to you. Godspeed.
You're gonna need it. I will scratch her face off.
So she's crazy. Believe it or not, that doesn't happen often. I don't think I've ever been hit on, actually.
You just don't realize it.
In my life.
He just doesn't, because I've seen women flirt with him while I was standing there.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, let me tell you about something I don't like.
Oh.
I don't like when me and Josh are first meeting people and we come up to a woman who knows Josh, very friendly, and doesn't really know me. And Josh said, this is my wife. And she hardly speaks to me at all and only speaks to Josh. Ooh, that just burns
like
my
that?
biscuits.
Is it a comfort thing, though? Like, is it like they don't know you, so they're shy, but they know me?
I don't know what it is. I don't really care. I don't like it. Like, if I'm standing with you and you're not talking to me.
Brian said, how young? That's Belichick. Yeah. Yeah, you never know. I'm not interested in that.
I'm not.
Life.
Oh, yes, you would be.
Morning show. Josh and Holly with you till 8:30. I got to tell you about our friends at Dirtworks in Manchester. They service the surrounding areas. The experts of the excavation world. Maybe you need your whole yard redone. They can do that for you. They can install sod. They cut in driveways, land clearing. They got big equipment. They're experts on it. So we'll give them a call. Dirtworks, 931-409-0782, 931-409-0782, and online at dirtworksforyou.com. Holly, welcome back.
Thanks, buddy.
Final segment of the show today.
Did you happen to see that fight that broke out at Chuck E. Cheese on the news?
Oh, I've not. No.
So I guess a huge...
I cannot tell you the last time I walked into a Chuck E. Cheese. It's been at least, golly, it's got to be 25 years. I've not been into a Chuck E. Cheese. Like, even when our kids were little and they had parties, I didn't go.
When I was little, it was called Showbiz
Pizza. I remember Showbiz Pizza.
And Chucky was the mascot.
Yeah, I may have went into some Chuck E. Cheese's, I've probably been, I don't even know.
If you had let me get that rat I wanted when the kids were in elementary school, I was going to name him Chuck E. Cheese. But daggone it, you didn't let me.
Thank the Lord I didn't do that.
A fight broke out among parents at Chuck E. Cheese. The scene went on for 10 minutes. They fought for 10 minutes until officers finally arrived to break it up. There's
the cops had to come break up a fight at Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
How juvenile is this?
I I wish I would have sent it to you so you could have put this
I could
brawl
have.
on the Facebook
How many
cameras.
times are we going to learn this lesson? If you'll just send me this stuff, I can put it on the screen.
I remember having a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese one time, and they let me get into this the machine. You stand in it and it blows the dollars. You know, it's like
a money booth kind of thing.
Yeah, like a vortex of dollar bills.
Yeah, I looked those up once to see how much they were
to buy one.
Yeah, because I thought it'd be cool to take to like radio remotes.
How much was it?
We're not getting one. That's all I'm saying.
You know what I think would be cool to take to radio remotes?
What's that?
That thing you stand on it and the camera rotates and takes like a 360 little videos. They're neat.
Okay. Oh, you have to show me.
I'll have to show you. I guess you don't know what I'm talking about.
I have no clue. Anyway, back to Chuck E. Cheese here. Fight. Parents. Do we know what this was about? Is there more to the story, or is that it?
Yeah, but when I click the link, it says that the link is gone.
Oh.
Hang on. Let me try to Google it.
It disappeared.
Chuck E. Cheese fight. I think it was in Texas.
To be fair, if you talk about it being childish or whatever, but once I get so far down a road into something, I'm not going to stop. You know what I mean? Like once
you start fighting,
once I get into it, I'm like, well, I'm going to win. We're going to win. If somebody's come up and ran their mouth to Holly or something's happening, I've gotten so far. I'm gonna try to not go down that road. But once you've taken me down the road, I ain't leaving.
It's like letting the dog off the leash.
Yeah, dog.
All right.
Just like,
he's after
this
you.
This is
now.
where we're at now, and this is what it is. Kevin says they were fighting over a spider ring after winning 10,000 tickets. Is he being serious?
No.
Been a long time. Brian said stressful environment in the Chuck E. Cheese.
It was more than 30 people fighting.
Yeah, I saw the video. Holly was just showing me. There's a lot of people involved there.
The police department placed one man in custody.
How you gonna go to your kid's birthday party, get arrested? Is there still a Chuck E. Cheese in Murfreesboro?
So they got me on tape stealing boxes. Oh man! All right. I did a.
That's what we need in Manchester. Something fun for the kids to do. That's what we really need. I saw somebody yesterday posting about that again.
Yes.
They had posted.
Let me see if I screenshot it.
They had posted something like,
it.
if I ever get a lot of money, I'm going to build something and put it up for everybody. I don't even want to make no money. I'm just going to put it up. I'm like, I don't think you understand the amount of money you would need. And that's not how it works. It was in the forum somewhere. It's either the Manchester forum or the Unfiltered forum. It was and then somebody's like, well, how it works is you got to go up to the city council and tell them what you want, and then they'll work on it. And I'm like, that's not how it works.
I was trying to find that post.
I don't remember where it was. I should have screenshotted it. I feel like we end up talking about this at least once a week, if not twice a week. But I did see that because the guy was like, "There's nothing to do around here for the kids. If I had any money, I'd build them something.
Why?
Just to be good."
I got it. We got too many restaurants in this town and not enough places to shop or have fun.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are commenting on this. Well said, but Manchester has always been this way. You try to bring something new in, and 99% of the time, it don't last, or it gets voted out the doors.
What is that even? I want to talk to these people.
This
on an individual
good old boy
basis.
town could be better. So I'm just like,
can we find a way to
who gets voted? Is this like
Survivor?
Survivor?
You voted off
Are
the
we
island.
voting out businesses?
I want to know. I want to be able to engage with these folk on the show. Can we get them on the phone? Like, we could pre-record it even. Like it'd be kind of like Man on the Street. When people go on the street and do, the interviews with the college kids and some of the stupid things. Like I want to do that.
Somebody simply said, you, sir, should get a life. This is the comment you were talking about. I dream of becoming...
Is it the original poster? The guy that made this comment?
No.
Okay, I thought it was the same guy.
I dream of becoming rich, just to build something for families to do. Even if I didn't do anything but break even in a year, I wouldn't care if I barely made a profit as long as my community enjoyed themselves. That's noble. That's noble for you to want to provide something for the
100%.
city, even if you don't benefit from it. But let's take some of that energy and focus it on the businesses that do provide, some businesses that are actually providing services, or like the detention at the elementary.
Yeah, which is right up the street. That's
y'all talking about something for the kids to do.
I just that one gets me because you
They
say that
rotate the games out.
when you say that, and people are like, "Well, I don't want to drive all the way there," and I'm like,
well,
"It is
bless your heart."
Well, it's 10 or 15 minutes, and it's they put it in between McMinnville and Manchester so they could help both towns.
Yeah.
If you put it in the middle of the city, people from McMinnville aren't going to go. They're, it's going to be further away from them. It's a good spot for them to get both. So that's kind of why they put it there. I don't understand why they insist on.
They have that cool golf simulator.
Yeah.
Like used to, you had to go to Nashville to do stuff like that, but it's literally right up the road.
Yeah. And so there's again, I don't mind driving 10, 15 minutes. That's not that big a deal. But that people want it. They don't want it in Manchester. They want it in their backyard. Like they don't want it. They want it right next to them so they can go to it when they want to.
But also they don't want to be inconvenienced by traffic.
But don't bring a lot of traffic in. And also I need you to turn it off at 7:00 because it's bedtime. I don't know where this level of entitlement came from. And again, it's never really been here. So why are you, it's not like we had a Dave and Buster's in the middle of town and it shut down because they got voted out, or we've never had that. So I don't understand the expectation level there.
Voted out. I don't know.
If it would make money, somebody would put it in. You know what I mean?
To quote the one comment, 99% of the time it don't last. But if a business doesn't last, it's because the community is not patroning the business.
Yeah.
So if you want to do something to help Manchester's growth, I encourage you to go to the businesses that we do have and see if maybe that helps.
Listen to you speaking like a true chamber president here.
I want to support our local businesses.
Going into business, whether you're starting from scratch or you buy a business or whatever, that is a stressful situation. There is a lot of sleepless nights and long hours that go into that, and what these business owners go through.
Yeah.
And I don't think people quite comprehend it. And you know what? If a so-and-so restaurant or so-and-so whatever Bill's Widget Barn over here, if it's not your thing, that's fine. But if don't bash them, and B, try to send people their way if it is their thing.
One post you'll see on the forum is like, why don't we have any good sit down restaurants? And then like this post, for example, is like, we got too many restaurants. And I'm like, y'all,
yeah,
Lord of mercy.
I don't know what they mean by not having enough sit down restaurants. I've not been to any stand-up restaurants in town. I'll sit down at all of them.
I don't know. Any hootie.
We need something real nice like Golden Corral or
Golden
Cheddar's.
Corral.
I don't think that I ain't trying to be mean or nothing, but I sure as heck don't need an all-you-can-eat buffet around me.
Yeah.
Portion sizes. I don't need to be able to go back and get any more.
Those rolls, though. Oh man.
I don't need that. I don't even know the last time I've been to a Golden Corral.
I think probably, my grandma loved Golden Corral, so that's probably the last time I went was with her.
Have you seen the lot size they've cleared for that Wawa over there? Over there by the conference center?
No.
Where the old museum was?
I ain't paid no attention to it.
Can you drive by there?
I just don't pay attention to stuff
next
like
time
that.
Pay attention to the size
of the Wawa
of that lot that they have cleared off there. Humongous. Oh yes. Anything else, Holly?
No, I'm done.
I don't know how we got there. That was not planned for today, but that's what we did. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by New Haven Mortgage. We'll do it again tomorrow from 6:30 till 8:30. Real quick weather check for you. We're warming up, sun's up, and Temperature starting to move, but not much. It's kind of a slow go today. 36 right now. 67 for your high today. No wind really to speak of, just a 5-mile-an-hour breeze. So nothing like yesterday's 20-mile-an-hour howling winds out of the north. 74 tomorrow, and then 80 and low 80s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and really good-looking weather. Overnight lows in the low 60s. Weather forecast brought to you by the Hillsboro Food Company in Hillsboro. Stop by and see them for breakfast and lunch. Do not forget to follow them on Facebook. They do a good job of posting their specials there. Hillsboro Food Company. Click like and follow and all that good stuff so you keep getting the updates on the Hillsboro Food Company.
New Haven Mortgage features experienced lenders with over 60 years in the business, making New Haven Mortgage your trusted local partner in home ownership. Our seasoned team.
All right, let's get everybody the old Mercantile special for the day. Oh. Trying to fix a few things up for Swap and Shop. All right, y'all have a good day. I'll get you the Mercantile menu in case y'all decide y'all want to go eat, because they are open today. Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop. Oh, they're having Easter lunch Sunday. So y'all go there and get glazed ham, chicken and dressing, and pick one. And then sides, mashed potatoes, cream corn, green beans, asparagus, rice casserole, ambrosia salad, coleslaw, broccoli salad, potato salad, deviled eggs. Oh, it's going to be a good day. Meeting 2, $16.99. Meeting 3, $17.49. So y'all get on by. That's a really good deal for that third side, isn't it? That's this Sunday for Easter, 210 North Irwin Street. They got lunch today, too, 11 to 2. See y'all. Bye. Tell them bye, Holly.